This is where every top-level footballer wants to be after a long season. The Champions League final, only two teams left in the battle for Europe's Premier Club competition. My name's Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary on this final tonight by Lee Dixon. It's Barcelona taking on Real Madrid.
Well, we started with 32 teams, Derek. Seems like an eternity ago. Now we're down to the best two. I've not played in a Champions League final. I surely wish I was playing tonight. Turn the clock back and let me run out there, please.
This is it, the final of the UEFA Champions League. It's where everyone wants to be. Only two sides can accomplish that feat. And Lee, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens tonight.
Well, it is. It's the big parter. It will be after the game. But as players, it's very difficult to try and stay in the moment and not get carried away. And that's the job of the senior players in the dressing room, but also the coach. Look around your team, see the calm ones, have a word with them, get them to pass the message on. Stick to the game plan, go out and win the game.
And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about to find out who will be crowned Club Kings of Europe. And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Nelson Semedo plays with Jordi Alba in the wide defensive positions. Arturo Vidal plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And the lead striker today is Luis Suarez. Modric. The ball with Luka Modric. Isco has it. It is a decent-looking attack here. Really effective shielding under pressure. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Sergio Ramos plays with Rafael Varane at the back. Toni Kroos starts with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And leading the line today is Karim Benzema. And players waiting in the centre. Cutting the ball back. What an important piece of defending. Karim Benzema. Hazard has it. Casemiro. Benzema. Modric. Into the advanced position. Modric unable to hang on to the ball. Frenkie de Jong. Messi. Now Busquets. Vidal. Sergio Busquets. Longley. Now Casemiro. Casemiro. Now with Benzema. Modric. Well, great read there to intercept. De Jong. On the ball, Luis Suarez. Griezmann. Given away by Barcelona. Benzema. The ball with Luka Modric. At times they make passing look easy. Strongly in, Piqué. Sergio Busquets.
Well, as you can see from the possession, there's little between these two teams. It's been a real tight, cagey affair. You just hope it opens up a little, that one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
Pass after pass, keeping their... Can he do it to take the lead? And that is defending of the highest order. Griezmann. And Real doing well to win it back. Benzema. Now with Benzema. Casemiro. Toni Kroos. Kroos getting involved here. Well, the attack will peter out. Keeper's ball. Messi. Sergio Busquets. A move of promise on the flank. De Jong cuts it back. Half-time then in this Champions League final. Lee Dixon, tense and trenchant.
Yeah, it's hardly surprising, I suppose, with it being the final. Nobody wants to lose. Both sets of players trying to make sure that they don't make that mistake that loses the final. But surely in the second half, we're after a bit more entertainment. That's what it's all about, Derek.
And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about to find out who... ...45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Casemiro. The ball with Luka Modric. Piqué with it. Suarez. Sergio Busquets. Mastery of the passing game. De Jong. Messi. Well, it could be on for him here. A goal for Barcelona. The Blaugrana out in front in the Champions League final.
So how important will that be for Barcelona to get their noses in front? That remains to be seen. Well, as we see again here, this really is patient, accurate, incisive passing at its best. And he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal. Well, the coach can feel this game slipping away, I'm sure. Might need a plan B.
Underway again with Barcelona in the lead. Casemiro. Modric. Karim Benzema. This is Varane. Benzema. That's how to rob them of possession. De Jong. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Modric. Benzema. Isco has it. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him.
Real Madrid certainly enjoying the bulk of possession here, but it's just whether they can convert that possession into clear-cut chances. You sense they need to pick up the pace a little, start utilising the wide areas more. The back line's doing a decent job.
Oh, maybe the equaliser. Well, he had the measure of it, the goalkeeper. This corner could be useful to them. Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. Kroos with the corner. Casemiro. Sergio Ramos. And back with Bale. Benzema. It should be. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Artur. And in the second half, the signs are positive. They can't relax, Lee, but they ought to be pleased.
With a narrow lead and the clock ticking, it's so easy for the Barcelona.
This could be it! Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt. Substitution for Real Madrid. Fired over by Messi. Well, punched clear. Suarez. Now Busquets. Suarez. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. We might very well have late excitement here. 5 minutes to go, and just one goal between them. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Hazard. On the ball in an attacking position, but they've got to do something positive quickly. Toni Kroos. And back with Kroos. Marcelo. And he saw the situation developing. Griezmann. Now here's Arturo Vidal. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Oh, big opportunity. Arturo Vidal. A goal! And that is going to be that. Name on the trophy for certain.
Well, as we can see, it's all about the technique. That's where the power comes from. Blistering shot.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
And now the wait is over. Barcelona have done it. The Champions League trophy will return to Catalonia.
Well, magnificent end to a long, hard season. Eventually they've got their rewards and fully justified.
Well, for one team, it's a story of celebration. For the other, bitter disappointment. But the Barca players will remember this night for the rest of their lives. And as a player, Lee, as a Barcelona player in this case, this is what you want to experience.
Well, it is. You have expectations at the start of the season, all those long, hard training sessions in pre-season. You kind of need a goal to get through that pain, and focusing on winning trophies for Barcelona will be that carrot that they need.
It's Barcelona's Champions League. And they've got to savour this. It's not every night this comes along.
Well, they probably will be here next year, you never know, the way they play, but fully deserved, and they'll have celebrations right throughout the night with their families and friends.
The cup with the big ears, as it's affectionately known.
And this is the moment, Derek, sharing it with the supporters. You get a chance to take it a little bit closer to those stands, let them enjoy the experience with you, and the families are up there in the stands as well. A brilliant occasion.
It took fire as well as ice on the pitch. Necessary qualities.
Well, you never know when these moments are going to come along, Derek, in your career. Absolutely relish them with your teammates.
No question about that. There we have it. The club champions of Europe. And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about to find out De Jong. Messi. Well, it could be on for him here. A goal for Barcelona. The Blaugrana out in front in the Champions League final. Well, he had the measure of it, the goalkeeper. This corner could be useful to them. Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all. Arturo Vidal.